Well, all new at 6, it was a nightmare ride for 3 local women that took a weekend bus trip to New York City.
And after we found out about the ordeal, our investigators uncovered troubling records behind the company. Investigator Jonathan Walsh joins us from the newsroom. Jonathan, this trip was taken just before the end of last year.
Yeah, and what I found out through these documents right here was that even before the women had their bad trip home, U.S. Coach Tours out of Alliance had already gotten a second-tier rating from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration.
It was a girls' weekend away.
Lori Bratcher, Amy Sexton, and Kim, who wants to remain anonymous, took their daughters to New York City using Carnation U.S. Coach Tours. 2 buses left from Alliance for the big trip, and the women had a good time seeing the sights. But
the ride home was a little scary.
During that return trip, the women said it appeared the bus driver was very tired.
He did swerve 2 times into other lanes of traffic.
And the swerve that I was awake for, and I know that we did, was swerving into a semi.
And the women told me it wasn't just their bus.
I did see the other bus completely swerve into another lane. That's the point where we had to stop and pull over.
Lori explained when the driver continued, she sat up front trying to keep the driver attentive.
Yelled out, are you okay? Are you awake? I was scared.
I obtained records from the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio that deals with bus safety. From that trip, the commission cited U.S. Coach Tours for violations dealing with drivers being on the road too much. But that's not all. I found similar violations in the past 2 years against U.S. Coach Tours, with drivers being behind the wheel too long. Less than a week before the women left for NYC, the state gave the tour bus company a conditional rating. That means the carrier was out of compliance with 1 or more safety requirements, including vehicle maintenance problems. The women's advice?
I would make sure that I checked out safety records, and I think that that's what everybody should do.
Now, one of the operators of Carnation U.S. Coach Tours originally agreed to do an interview with me, but then did a U-turn and canceled. After several attempts to reschedule, I got an email saying I should contact his attorney. I did. No response. I'm investigator Jonathan Walsh, News Channel 5.